What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So as you see, there's reports already surfacing that is simply not confirmed and not true. It is an offer. It is an option that May 30th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, we get a unification, a big fight, mega fight with Amazon Prime and DAZN, featuring Devin Haney versus Rolando Romero. I did a video earlier. I told you Devin Haney's called his bluff. Bill talked to his team. Rolly is in a situation where he don't want that that mandatory for pennies. And the Premier Boxing Champions, better known as PBC, has offered Bill the fight. Bill confirmed this. Father, trainer, manager, CEO of DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, Bill Haney. He confirmed that the PBC did send him the option to fight May 30th at the Barclays Center. And they're looking at that, if that's the best option. But he would prefer that Devin and Rolly unify in Las Vegas in June, which is a week later, right? May 30th, you're talking about June, right? They just want it to be in Vegas, right? Bill feels like they can maximize, the dollar in Las Vegas. And I have to agree with him. You know what I'm saying? At the Barclays Center is good, but they both really truly represent Las Vegas. So to me, it would be better if the fight was in Las Vegas as well, from my standpoint. Rolly 17 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 13 wins by way of knockout. He's been knocked out twice in his career. He's coming off the biggest win of his career, dominating, dropping Ryan Garcia, and then shockingly dominating Ryan Garcia in the manner in which he did. So his value is at a high. He's the WBA 147-pound welterweight world champion. So Devin is the first ballot Hall of Famer, undefeated 3-division champion, top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, former undisputed lightweight, former WBC junior welterweight, and reigning WBO welterweight world champion. And Devin Haney is 33 wins, no loss, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. I think it would be better if they fought in Las Vegas. The date, I like the May 30th date. I'm not opposed to it being in June. You know what I'm saying? This is March 2nd, so it's about 2 months, exactly 2 months, March, April. That's almost 3 months, right? May 30th. But then June, you got June 6th, June 13th, June 20th, June 27th, so on and so forth. So Bill is saying that they're just trying to secure and see if they can find a date that's suitable for June in Las Vegas. If they could get a venue and a date secured in June in Las Vegas. That's what Bill wants. So, but he's not opposed to the fight being May 30th at the Barclays Center. He said he feel like they both can maximize, they both got a fan base. It's not that nobody has a home field advantage or not have a home field advantage, is what Bill stated. Shout out to Champside. He was on Champside, and I heard him when he said that, it's not like Rolly has a home field. They're not concerned with that. I think Rolly would prefer it to be in Vegas as well. You know what I'm saying? Rolly has fought twice. The two biggest fights of his career has been in New York, right? Which is getting knocked out by Tank at the Barclays Center and beating Ryan Garcia in Times Square, right? No, it wasn't at Madison Square Garden, but in Times Square. So he beat Ryan Garcia in Times Square. He got knocked out by Tank in the Barclays Center. You know what I'm saying? So Rolly is familiar with fighting in New York. You know what I mean? In May, New York is just getting popping in May because, you know, the spring is really, really blossoming, you know, and we're going into June, which is the summertime, and it's really, really lit in New York. You got the Puerto Rican Day Parade coming up in June. You know, it's really, really something, you know what I'm saying? So with that said, yeah, we got to see how this unfolds and plays out, man. But of course, you know, these reports is that, you know, the PBC is and Rolly are desperate. They're desperate because they don't want they don't want time to elapse. They want to get it signed as quickly as possible. Bill said that Rolly is on board now after doing all that talking about how he wasn't on board and never wanted to fight Devin. Yeah, that now you got that guys off that mandatory, and the only way to get around it is to have a unification. Unification is trump mandatories. The WBA will allow it if he unifies the belts against Devin Haney, and I'm sure the winner is guys off is going to be the mandatory for the winner of the fight. So Rolly understands that, and Rolly is trying to, you know, put himself in the best possible position to not have to fight for pennies, because you best believe there is no money in that guy's off mandatory fight. Rolly's stock ain't that high. His stock is high from beating Ryan Garcia, but it ain't that high. And I'm pretty sure the PBC already has a date in May. That May 30th card is already, they have a relationship with the Barclays Center. So I'm certain they're already looking to put on a card, and this just helps them be able to, you know, put on a card, because now with the money behind Rolly versus Devin, they can put on another card in May. You know what I'm saying? But they need a significant fight to be on that card, and so that's why they got the May date. And it's the perfect opportunity for them. So that's why they quickly threw that out there. Hey, we got May 30th, Barclays Center, because they already have that date planned out to have an event on that date. That's why. So don't get it twisted, because people will say, oh, see, Rolly's calling his bluff now. Rolly quickly is, you know, got a date and a venue, and PBC already had that date and already had that venue. And now this just gives them an opportunity to put on a big fight and a big card and be like, oh, see, it just justifies it, right? So, but no, it's not confirmed. And Bill would rather it be, as he stated, in June in Las Vegas. And the reason is June is because I'm certain the dates for May is already booked up for Vegas. You know what I'm saying? You got David Benavidez fighting Zurdo Ramirez May 2nd. You know, May is a big boxing day in Las Vegas, so that's why. But let me know what y'all think, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.